replace the brakes on rear brakes on this 1997 Altima. First thing you do is remove the wheel. 4 lug nuts are off, wheel comes off. And this is going to be rusted on usually, but I think we've already broke it off. So you'll want to hammer in these areas here with good force to break the rust. It's going to be rusted right here, right in that area. Get some sandpaper or a wire wheel, clean that area, put some penetrating oil, hammer, 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 and it should come off. I can't do this with one hand. Thomas, remove that, please. If it won't come off, that may mean the brake is engaging it. Brake shoes. And he's working it off. Also, if that drum that he just removed has a groove in it, it might be difficult. If the brakes are extremely warm, then that groove will prevent that hub from coming off easy. So that's what it looks like. And you don't have to take the hub off. Though if you did, it'd make it easier, but you don't have to. So got 3 springs. You got 2 springs here and 1 down here, and you also have these 2 sets of keepers. So I guess the first step is to remove the keepers. So let's do that. I got the, what were these called? Push pins. Yeah. These 2 push pins have been removed, and I used a socket. What size did I use? Use an 18mm socket on this particular one, and the spring and the push pin go on like this, and you'll push it down and rotate it 90 degrees, and then they come off. And now you'll see the shoes are loose. So now we start removing these springs here to get the assembly of the shoes apart, the shoes off of the car. So before you remove any of these 3 springs, you need to disengage the shoes from both the cylinder and from the, hell, I don't even know what this is. There's like a plate back here that these things slide into. So you'll separate the shoes, spreading that spring, and then you'll pull everything forward. So everything's loose now. Now you can remove this spring. So this cylinder is leaking pretty badly here. We did have to put fluid in from time to time, so this must be the reason. So I've got to replace this before I can do the rest of the job, and I don't have that part, so I got to go find one. Several days later, and we've got the new part in for the cylinder. We'll be installing it, and we'll be back. Okay, everything's back together. Sorry I couldn't videotape it because it takes both hands to do this job. We got the new cylinder installed, got the new pads installed, cleaned up everything pretty good, not perfect, but good enough. And now we're fixing to bleed the brakes, and that's done by my son being in the car pumping the brakes, and I'll let the air out by the bleeder fitting back there behind the cylinder. So let me get that done, and that will be the end of the job. Thanks for watching. Got the job done. Brakes are bled. Brakes are working fine, but I didn't really talk about how this comes out. There's 2 bolts, 2 10mm bolts on this car that go into these 2 holes, and they feed from the back. The brake line feeds into this. So you'll remove this first, then you'll remove these 2 bolts, and then you'll pull it out from the front, from the outside of the car, where the brake pad, brake shoes are. And installation's reverse. To bleed them, you've got a bleeder cock right there, or bleeder pit, whatever they call them. And you'll have someone sit in the car and pump them up, and you'll loosen that briefly and let fluid out, and there'll be air with it, and you'll tighten them, and you'll have them do it again. You'll keep doing that until you see no more air bubbles, until you get just a pure stream of liquid. So that's it for this video. I just thought I'd better mention about the brake cylinder, how it mounts in there. It's 2 bolts, and then also the brake line.